Today, in the episode of Hangama channel, we have one of the finest artists of Nepal. He's a multi-talented personality. To know more about him, we're just gonna talk with him. So welcome to our channel, Chirag Bangdel ji.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Very good to see you. Everybody wanted me to be a doctor, and then I thought, okay, I want to be a doctor. Everybody wants me a doctor, so that's what I did. So I took up science, but that was the biggest mistake of my life. And then I realized that, okay, I'm not made for the sciences at all. I need to be an arts. Mero grand uncle was a very, very famous artist, Chirag Bangdel. He was the chancellor of the academy. He's called the father of modern art in Nepal. Ani हामीले चाहिँ 2003 बाट त्यो द्वन्द्वकालीन समयमा we created a lot of artworks relating to violence. संसारमा एकदमै धेरै violence छ, नराम्रो कुराहरु धेरै छ. हामीले कलामा पनि violence लाई हामीले देखायौं भने हामीसँग के पनि रहदैन जस्तो लाग्यो.
Talking about the paintings, what kind of environment do you want while you're painting something?
To be a poet, I think you have to be born with it. कविता भनेको म आज बसेर म कविता लेख्छु भनेर हुँदैन. It has to come into you. Papa, your slippers were always too big for me. Your slippers were always too big for me. They still don't fit me, though now I wear your shirts and your responsibilities.
नमस्कार, म कलाकार आयुष रिजाल. अहिले तपाईहरु हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ हंगामा च्यानल र यो च्यानललाई तपाईहरुले लाइक, कमेन्ट, सब्स्क्राइब अनि शेयर गरिदिनु होला. धन्यवाद.
Hello everyone, I am Shiddika and you're watching Hangama channel. Today, in the episode of Hangama channel, we have one of the finest artists of Nepal. He's a multi-talented personality. To know more about him, we're just gonna talk with him. So welcome to our channel, Chirag Bangdel ji.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Very good to see you.
Yeah, it's good meeting you.
Also, me too. It's a pleasure.
You are one of the finest artists of Nepal.
I am an artist. Let's stick to that. Yes.
Yeah. But according to you, you are artist. But by seeing at your art, it gives a pleasure to our heart, and it's so beautiful. So artist के कुरा गरौँ, सुरुमा यो art के कुरा गरौँ. Talking about this art, यो art के imagine गरेर यो art को बारेमा थोरै भनिदिनु न.
I have been an artist for a very long time. I have been creating for a very long time. अनि हामीले चाहिँ 2003 बाट त्यो द्वन्द्वकालीन समयमा we created a lot of artworks relating to violence. Okay? अनि त्यो हाम्रो artworks ले एकदम bloodshed को बारेमा we talked about bloodshed and how it affected us in an everyday basis. अहिले हामीलाई visual artist भन्छौं हामी. We paint, we also do installations भन्ने छ, performance भन्ने छ, we do different things. We did that for a very, very long time. तर पछि चाहिँ मलाई के realization गर्यो भनेदेखि संसारमा एकदमै धेरै violence छ, नराम्रो कुराहरु धेरै छ. अहिले मेरो मनमा अलिकति मलाई शान्ति मैले खोज्न मलाई पर्यो भनेदेखि I listen to a song maybe. I read a poem or look at a painting. हामीले कलामा पनि violence लाई हामीले देखायौं भने हामीसँग के पनि रहदैन जस्तो लाग्यो. That's one aspect of it. अनि अर्को चाहिँ फेरि मलाई कस्तो लाग्यो भनेदेखि संसारमा जति नै मान्छेले हामीले प्रगति गर्यौं भने पनि if we don't love each other, we'll end up killing each other. So love is the most powerful feeling and it's the most important thing. त्यही भएर मलाई प्रेम बारे नै पेन्टिङ गर्नु मन लाग्यो. अनि प्रेम कसरी झल्काउने भन्ने मैले खोज्दा चाहिँ मैले के सम्झे भने I'm a Hindu. So I started sort of thinking about having a के भन्ने एउटा theme, एउटा hero for my stories. So I thought of Lord Krishna, and he's the greatest lover of all, हैन. So I started painting on something that could be Krishna-like. It's not exactly Krishna and Radha and Gopi. तर त्यस्तै थीममा म क्रिएट गर्छु. अनि यसलाई चाहिँ मैले गीत गोविन्द भनेर भन्छु. So यो चाहिँ मैले त्यो टाइटल चाहिँ हाम्रो जयदेव भन्ने एउटा पोएट हुनुहुन्थ्यो 7th century मा कि 12th century मा. अनि उहाँले चाहिँ he wrote a book of poems called Geet Govinda भनेर. त्यसमा चाहिँ he talks about the love of Krishna and Radha. So I just borrow the title from the book. The creations are सबै मेरै हो. So this is basically maybe a Lord Krishna and Radha. and these gopis. So it's just basically a celebration of love.
Okay, it's about love.
Yes.
Talking about the paintings, what kind of environment do you want while you're painting something?
कलाकारहरूलाई कस्तो हुन्छ भनेदेखि खुसी हुँदा पनि पेन्टिङ नै गर्ने हो अनि उनीहरूलाई if they are sad, if we are sad, we paint. So I really don't look for a particular environment or space or a surrounding to paint. Though if it's quiet, it really helps. But I create all the time. म जहाँ पनि create गरिरहेको हुन्छु. We must remember that being an artist is a lifestyle. It's a perspective to life. So मैले सृजना नै गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने पनि छैन अहिले. I've taken the life of an artist. So मैले जे गर्दा पनि जस्तै खाना खाँदा पनि maybe I'm eating like an artist. Now I'm talking to you, I'm talking like an artist. So you know, it's a lifestyle. It's a perspective to life.
Okay, so it's not easy. कुनै पनि काम हुन त easy हुँदैन तर पनि while you paint this all, it's not easy, and while we look at your paintings, it's so mesmerizing. It touches our heart. Yeah. So कहिलेबाट चाहिँ when did you started to paint, and how did you like हुन्छ नि म पेन्ट गर्न सक्छु मैले, I have that kind of talent inside me भन्ने कुरा त तपाईले कहिलेबाट थाहा पाउनु भयो?
It came very it didn't come suddenly to me. I think it paved its way very naturally, very के भन्ने, it just creeped into me. Okay? We come from a family of artists. मेरो बाजे, मेरो grand uncle was a very, very famous artist, Chirag Bangdel. He was the chancellor of the academy. He's called the father of modern art in Nepal. मेरो father was a poet and a writer. मेरो आमापट्टिको बाजे पनि, he was a very famous musician, हैन? So we had no escape. मेरो भाइ पनि, he's a musician and he's an artist. मेरो auntie, recently we lost her, she was an art historian. So it was there in us all the time. I grew up in a very small place called Mirik in Darjeeling. It's beautiful. And we have a lake there, a big coniferous forest. त्यहाँनिर जंगल छ, all sorts of birds and flowers, and I grew up climbing trees and eating berries and that kind of childhood. So maybe it's nature that sort of inspired me. Like all artists, I think it was nature that inspired me first. त्यसपछि I started writing, I painting. त्यसपछि I gave my SLC, I gave my ICSE from India. अनि आएपछि everybody wanted me to be a doctor, and then I thought, okay, I want to be a doctor, everybody wants me a doctor, so that's what I did. So I took up science, but that was the biggest mistake of my life. And then I realized that, okay, I'm not made for the sciences at all, I need to be an arts. एउटा त्यो थियो अनि मेरो बाजेसँग पनि धेरै संगत हुन थाल्यो अनि I loved his lifestyle हुन्छ नि, his paintings, his houses are full of paintings, and it's such a beautiful thing. I would meet big artists all the time. So my brother and me, Anurag and me, we started taking lessons from him. तर मैले धेरै lessons लिन पाइन, तर he taught us a lot of wonderful things that I still use all the time. So I'm basically self-taught. So I started painting, and I started enjoying. It became an addiction. I loved it. I started having exhibitions. I started selling my paintings. So it was, God had planned everything for me. So before I know it, I'm a full-time artist now. So yeah.
Yeah, professionally you're an artist,
yes.
Professionally you are RJ as well,
yes.
And apart from this you write poems,
yes.
And obviously you are so fond of music.
Yes.
So what do you want to tell about the poems, your poetries? Where does it come from inside? Like it's a big deal to write a poem, right? So where does it come from?
To be a poet, I think you have to be born with it. You have to be born. कविता भनेको म आज बसेर म कविता लेख्छु भनेर हुँदैन. It has to come into you, and then you write. And poetry चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भने it's the highest in all, because I'm a poet, I say this होला, तर रातका लहर खोलेर हाँस न तिमीले हाँसे म हाँक्न सक्छु इन्द्रको आशा न. It's so beautiful. It talks about it's an extract from Muna Madan, हैन? It sounds so beautiful, but if we try to translate that, we'd lose everything. Okay? So poetry has to be written in a particular language, though we try to sort of adapt it in our own ways if we have to translate it. So poetry, it should come to you, and I think I've been lucky that way. But then at the end of the day, you have to exercise a lot. जति लेख्यो जति जे गर्यो त्यो आफै निखारिँदै जाइन्छ, हैन? So I don't write a lot of poetry. Maybe I should write more often, but it's difficult. So once in a while it comes to me, and I sort of write whatever I feel, but it's difficult. it's like you say, it's difficult because पोएट्री भनेपछि आङजिरिङ हुनु जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई त्यो मिठो हुनुपर्छ मिठो एकदमै सुन्दाखेरि यु मस्ट फिल रियली गुड अबाउट इट त्यो फ्ल्याट पोएम्सहरू आजकल धेरैले पनि धेरै मान्छेहरूले लेख्नुहुन्छ विच इज पर्फेक्टली अलराइट तर इफ यु हेभ टु राइट गुड पोएट्री इट हेज टु बी रियली नाइस जस्तो लाग्छ पोएट्री चाहिँ मलाई त्यस्तो लाग्छ सो द्याट्स द्याट अनि आई लभ पोएट्री सो मच to that extent that I organize a poetry festival. I try to make it an annual event. You'd say South Asian Poetry Festival for Peace. हामी organize गर्छौं मेरो आमा हाम्रो टिम छौं हामी we try to organize a poetry festival. We try to make it an annual event. हामी के गर्छौं भने we invite poets from all over South Asia. हामी उहाँहरुको आउने जाने फेयर पनि हामी उहाँहरुको त्यो we take care of it. यहाँ बस्ने पनि we take care of it. अनि उहाँहरुको पोएम्सहरु हामी सबै नेपालीमा ट्रान्सलेट गर्छौं. अनि यो चाहिँ आउटडोर्स सबैले सुन्ने गरी वी रिड आउट देयर पोएम्स उहाँले आफ्नो भाषामा पढ्नुहुन्छ अनि यहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रा कविहरूले आफ्नो नेपालीमा पढ्छन् अनि इट्स ब्युटिफुल एन्ड इट्स कन्सिडर्ड टु बी द बिगेस्ट पोएट्री फेस्टिभल इन साउथ एसिया
As you said, it's a big deal to write a poem. यस्तो हुन्छ अब देवकोटाको कुरा गर्नुभयो मैले देवकोटाको कुरामा त्यही कुरा निकाले त्यही प्रसङ्ग जोडे द सिम्पल द वर्ड्स द हेभी द मिनिङ्स एकदम सिम्पल वर्ड्सबाट उहाँले कवितामा एकदम सिम्पल वर्ड्स लेख्नुहुन्छ तर जब हामी त्यसलाई बुझ्छौँ when you go to the depth of the poems it's like oh my god कसैले like जसले पनि यो लेख्न सक्ने कुरै हैन but I have been through your poems I loved it yeah I have been through some of your poems so I would just like to say that तपाईले आफै लेख्नु भएको पोएम्सहरुमा तपाईलाई सबैभन्दा मन पर्ने कुन हो र त्यसको अलिकति at least one para
मेरो एउटा चाहिँ के छ भन्देखि म अंग्रेजी स्कुलमा पढे अब त्यसको गुड पोइन्ट्स पनि छ ब्याड पोइन्ट्स पनि छ गुड पोइन्ट चाहिँ के छ भन्देखि म अंग्रेजीमा लेखे तापनि मेरो सेन्टिमेन्ट्सहरु सबै नेपालीमा म कविता अंग्रेजीमा लेख्छु मेरो राइटिङ पनि आई राइट शॉर्ट स्टोरीज मेरो राइटिङ अंग्रेजीमा हुन्छ सो आई राइट इन इंग्लिश तर मेरो सेन्टिमेन्ट्स एकदमै नेपाली हुन्छ एउटा त्यो छ तर साथै चाहिँ के छ भने म नेपालीमा त्यति धेरै लेख्न सकेको छुइन नेपालीको छोरो भएर त्यो भन्नु मलाई लाज लाग्छ है सो आई हैव बीन राइटिङ पोएम्स फर भेरी लङ टाइम अनि मेबी आइड लाइक टु रिड आउट अ पोएम दैट इज क्लोजेस्ट टु माई हार्ट आई रोट दिस व्हेन आई लस्ट माई फादर मेरो बुवा एकदमै यङ उमेरमा म एकदमै सानै छँदाखेरि ही पास्ड अवे so it's called Papa so let me read a very old poem it's for my father I lost my father when I was very very young अनि यो मैले एकदम सानो हुँदै लेखेको कविता हो तर मैले यत्रो कविताहरु मध्येमा I still find this closest to my heart it's called Papa Papa your slippers were always too big for me your slippers were always too big for me they still don't fit me though now I wear your shirts and your responsibilities I remember my hands groping for yours in the confusion of a street crossing I remember my hands groping for yours in the confusion of a street crossing my hands have grown and yours have faded to the skies above the difficult maths problems you help me with every night are so easy now but life is heavier than my school bag to school and more noisome than the dangling water tumbler. I try to shave and dab the aftershave every morning like you did. I try to shave and dab the aftershave every morning like you did, but I'll never be you. Your slippers are too big. So this is a poem that's really close to me.
Yeah, that's way too emotional. And wherever your father is, I think he is proud of what you're doing, what you are now. So yeah, I just like I said, you are a fine poem. Like you write fine poems as well. Like we can know from this. So apart from this, even you love music.
Yes.
So what do you want to say about music? How much important is music in your life?
Despite the fact that I spend most of the time as a visual artist, I would like to think that I am a creative person. I think that if somebody would ask me, "Tapai kasto ke ho?" I think I'd like to say that I'm a creative person. I love creativity. Only I use different mediums to express how I feel. So sometimes I choose poetry, sometimes I do paintings, sometimes I do installations, sometimes I take pictures. One of the biggest passions is, like you mentioned, is music. This company is a guitar. I've been playing the guitar for a very, very long time. Sano hudadekhi nai. Ani mero एकदमै मेरो पोजेसन्सहरुमा एकदमै मेरो एकदम मनपर्ने मेरो क्लोज पोजेसन चाहिँ मेरो गिटार्सहरु सो आई कलेक्ट गिटार्स अनि एट द मोमेन्ट आई डोन्ट ह्याभ अ ब्यान्ड तर कलेजमा थियो अनि अहिले पनि साथीहरु हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरुले ठाउँ ठाउँमा कन्सर्ट्सहरु गर्नुहुन्छ गिग्सहरु गर्नुहुन्छ अनि उहाँहरुले मलाई बोलाउनुहुन्छ अनि म गिटार चेपेर दौडेर गएर उनीहरुसँग बजाउँछु सो आई स्पेन्ड लट अफ टाइम प्लेइङ माई गिटार अनि आइड लाइक टु थिंक दैट आई हैव अ स्मल हम्बल कलेक्सन अफ गिटार्स
इट्स इभन हार्ड टु प्ले गिटार किनकि मलाई पनि एकदम गिटारमा इन्ट्रेस्ट मलाई सिक्न मन लाग्छ म्युजिक्स इभन आई एम फन्ड अफ म्युजिक हैन अनि गिटार आई ट्राई टु बट मैले सकिनँ के एन्ड आई वाज लाइक ओके सो बिस्तारै बिस्तारै आई विल सो डु यु अपार्ट फ्रम लाइक एज यु सेड यु आर फन्ड अफ म्युजिक एन्ड स्पेसली गिटार्स अपार्ट फ्रम दिस डु यु इभन सिङ सङ्ग्स
I think all of us sing. So I'd like to fall in that category, you know. All of us sing, so I also sing. I don't think I have a good voice.
All of us are good bathroom singers.
Yes, so yeah. But I sing the rock or blues gaunchu, so I enjoy the genre of music. Yeah.
So 2 lines.
Maybe later. Not now.
That's okay. Now I'm just going to come back again to your paintings. This is so beautiful, mesmerizing paintings you have, every kind of paintings हैन तर तपाईले जसरी पेन्टिङ गर्नु भएको छ यो सबै पेन्टिङ्सहरुबाट तपाईले जति पनि अहिले नेपालमा जस्तो खालको प्रतिक्रियाहरु पाइरहनु भएको छ आर यु सेटिस्फाइड
I'm very happy actually. I get to have lots of exhibitions. म वर्षमा 2-3 नै एक्जिबिसन गर्छु होला नेपालमा अनि I have a lot of people who collect my paintings. नेपालको धेरै ब्याङ्क्सहरुमा छ प्राइभेट कलेक्सन्समा पनि धेरै छ तपाईले यसको बारेमा सोधिहाल्नु भयो I also exhibit a lot outside. मेरो I have people like Beata Wigan van Amstel in the Netherlands मा हुनुहुन्छ a very close friend of mine उहाँले मेरो युरोप मा मेरो आर्ट एन्डेभर्सहरु उहाँले जिममा उहाँले हेर्दिनुहुन्छ she sort of looks after my art and my sales and she looks after my exhibitions in the Netherlands. She was the vice president of Nepal German Friendship Association. त्यस्तै दुबईमा I have lots of exhibitions. Ani Pakistan I have lots of exhibitions. So I exhibit in different parts of the world as well. It's not just Nepal. So it's nice now. We are a very close community. What am I saying? A very close community. Ani we have social media like Facebook. So you know, it's happening all the time. I post a painting on Facebook. Someone in America sees it. They want to acquire it. I send it. So it's very easy now.
Like yeah, I know about these things हैन तपाईको पेन्टिङ्सहरु चाहिँ धेरैवटा देशहरुमा जान्छ भन्ने कुरा मलाई थाहा छ तर मैले what my question was is हैन you are being a Nepali painter your painting goes throughout the world many countries हरुमा जान्छ है and we are proud of you and we are proud of your paintings but I just want to ask कि बाहिरको countries हरुबाट त तपाईको पेन्टिङ्सलाई अप्रिशिएट गर्नु भएको छ but what about Nepal what about the context in the context of Nepal are you satisfied with your like paintings मा जस्तो खालको नेपालीहरुले चाहिँ तपाईको पेन्टिङ्स मा प्रतिक्रिया दिनुहुन्छ जसरी यो पेन्टिङ्स लाई लिनुहुन्छ like are you satisfied with our own country that's what I asked
Very happy, very satisfied. I think I survive solely on my paintings. I'm a full-time artist. I sell my paintings and I live on it. So that proves it. Because there are a lot of people who say nice things about the paintings. But to actually part with your money and say, okay, I love your artwork, I'm going to give you this much money, can I please own that painting? That's something else. But even if there are people who don't appreciate my paintings, I think that's perfectly alright. Because you can't, I mean, you can't make everybody happy. On you really don't think about whether people are going to like your paintings or not going to like your paintings when you create because you enjoy the process of creativity. When I say the canvas, you've got reds and blues and greens and you get to have so much fun creating that piece that you don't really worry about the sales. Okay? यदि आर्टिस्टले म बेच्छु भनेर क्रिएट गर्ने नि उ आर्टिस्टै हैन इट्स
You want the art to satisfy the people.
Yeah, I mean you don't paint to sell your painting. I mean it shouldn't come to you. You paint because you love painting and you enjoy the process. अनि मेरो ह्याप्पीनेस त त्यो क्रिएट गर्दा गर्दै नै आइसक्यो के If somebody wants to buy it, it's wonderful. It's like my मेरो एक्जाम्पल म जहिले पनि के भन्छु भने you know somebody gives you this nice plate of juicy momos. You enjoy the momos, and somebody says, "Oh, Chirag, you enjoyed the momos. Please take some money because you ate the momos." It's something like that. I mean, you really enjoy the process, and then there's someone else who's going to say, you know, "I love what you just did, and I want to appreciate you." So, being an artist in Nepal. It's not as difficult as it used to be a long time back. Things have changed totally, and there are a lot of people who appreciate art, all forms of art. It's not just me. I have a lot of artists who are my friends, who are full-time artists, who's doing absolutely fine. I mean, doing very, very well.
Like सबैजनाको एउटै नेचर हुँदैन, and some people they are just those kind of people who take out negativity even from the positive things. So let's not talk about those things. So we will go through your paintings, but lastly I just want to ask, like, I just want to congratulate you and best wishes for your upcoming journey of life. Your paintings are really beautiful. And lastly, what I want to ask is, what kind of like paintings do you want to make in your upcoming days, which you haven't yet?
कस्तो हुन्छ भने, being an artist at the end of the day is an intellectual thing to do. It's beyond mediums, it's beyond the technicalities of it. अहिले त्यो technical aspects हरु मात्रै हैन, त्यसपछि त्यसमा बौद्धिकता आउनु पर्छ. So conceptual paintings are very, very important. मैले गरिरहेको पेन्टिङ्सहरुमा मैले गीत गोविन्द कुरा गरे. अर्को मैले पेन्टिङ सिरिज गरिरहेको चाहिँ सिजन अफ होप भनेर गरिरहेको छु. त्यसमा चाहिँ आई टक अबाउट होप एन्ड हाउ वी लिभ अन होप इच डे. त्यसमा चाहिँ आई युज अ सिम्बल लाइक त्यो शङ्ख हुन्छ नि, शङ्ख समातिरहेको बोकिरहेको छ एउटा ढुङ्गामा. They are, people are sailing, showing that they are sailing through the voyage of life. अनि त्यो शङ्ख चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भनेदेखि त्यसले के देखाउँछ भने, it shows हामीले अष्टमङ्गलमा पनि शङ्ख राख्छौँ. हामी आरती गर्दा पूजा गर्दा पनि शङ्ख बजाउँछौँ. किन त्यो गर्छौँ भनेदेखि चाहिँ के रहेछ भनेदेखि त्यो शङ्ख बजाएर चाहिँ मान्छेहरूलाई, सुतिरहेको मान्छेलाई उठाउनु रहेछ कि, जगाएर चाहिँ तिम्रो धर्म यो हो, तिम्रो कर्म यो हो भनेर देखाउनु रहेछ. So I use symbols like that. So I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff on things. At the moment, I just paint on positive stuff. I paint on love. I paint on life, the celebration of life. It's my mere continue huncha hola अहिले but you never know. I mean, artists are very, very whimsical people. They get carried away very easy. There might be something else that's going to inspire me and influence me in days to come. But at the moment, these are my themes.
So it was beautiful meeting to you, and it was so beautiful looking at your paintings. And I just once again I would just like to give you good wishes for upcoming days, and yes, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, very kind of you. It's been a pleasure. You're very, very young, and I mean it seems like you're doing a great job. Very, very proud of you. It's wonderful meeting you.